Here I have prepared to super steam my macaroni, 20 centimeter 3 liters pot, a Softiera dish like this one, and my Easy Quick Lid, which I have, which can be used to cover 2 sizes of pots and pans. So because I'm using a 20 centimeter 3 liter pot here, I will remove the silicone ring for 24 centimeter pots and pans. So I have a 20 centimeter silicone ring here remaining. Okay, I'll pour in a cup of water into the pot. Then I will put in my Softiera dish, which I'm going to pour the macaroni. This is 100 grams of macaroni. And of course, with 100 grams of macaroni, I'll add in 200 grams of water. Okay, 200 grams of water. So what I will do here is I'll add in a little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt so that I do not have to add any seasoning later when I am using this macaroni to make something else. With plain macaroni like this, we can, after we super steam it, we can make them into salad, we can turn them into maybe cheese baked macaroni. So first thing first, we'll have to super steam our macaroni. We can prepare this in advance if we want to do something else, another dish, transform it into another dish. So we can super steam it beforehand. So I'm going to cook it automatically with my Navigenio. So I've turned on automatic mode on my Navigenio, and I'm going to hook up an Audiotherm onto my lead knob. And I will set my Audiotherm to the steam window. And I am going to super steam this for 8 minutes as per the instruction on the macaroni packaging. Alright, so I'll super steam this for 8 minutes. So when I am super steaming, it basically means that I am instructing, when I set my Audiotherm to this kind of setting, I am instructing the Navigenio to cook automatically. When the Navigenio is successfully hooked up with the Navigenio will be showing blue light because it is connected through the Bluetooth technology. Alright, so when I am cooking automatically, this whole process is taken care of automatically. Otherwise, if I were to do it manually, I'll have to turn on high heat like now. I'll have to turn on high heat so that the temperature within the pot can go up to the steam window temperature, which is also known as 97 degrees Celsius. Right, it's how hot it is. When you see that the orange valve here is actually hopping up and down, that means there's a lot of steam that is being released now. It is actually, Navigenio is actually turning on very high heat now so that we can super steam everything within the pot at a higher temperature. And when it is super steaming at a very high temperature, of course, there will be vapor escaping from the pot. Hence, there is a valve here, a vapor valve here on this Easy Quick Lid, as in comparison with an ordinary classic lid like this one. This is the classic lid which doesn't have any valve. Okay, so when we are cooking with the Easy Quick Lid, Navigenio, when we cook automatically, the Navigenio will turn on high heat so that the temperature will go all the way up to 97 degrees Celsius, which is also known as the steam window, before it starts to lower down the heat automatically to simmer for however many number of minutes that you set the Audiotherm to. Right, so this is how the temperature difference is in terms of cooking with the Easy Quick Lid in comparison with us cooking with an ordinary lid. Okay, so the temperature within the pot is on a higher heat before the system will actually lower down the heat. So it depends on what we are cooking. If we are cooking something that is harder to cook, it's harder in texture in comparison to some other ingredients, then we may want to consider using the Easy Quick Lid. Like in this case, when I'm cooking macaroni, if we do not cook it this way, we'll have to be blanching the macaroni, and hence we'll have to boil a big pot of water. Right now, what I'm doing here is basically just a cup of water inside the pot where I'm going to use up the steam, make use of the steam to super steam our macaroni with just 200 ml of water to 100 grams of our macaroni. Okay, so it's 1:2 ratio. As we speak, you can observe that the Audiotherm, which we have set to simmer for 8 minutes, has now come to 6 minutes, and some steam continue to evaporate through the steam valve over here. That is totally normal. It is okay to have the steam valve with steam escaping, because in this cooking method, which we combine our pot with the Easy Quick Lid, we are basically super steaming food within the pot. Hence, some steam escaping from the pot is okay, it is normal. So we have 5 more minutes to go, and I'll see you again after 5 minutes later. Cooking time is now down to 1 last minute, and we shall be able to check our cooking. Audiotherm will beep when cooking is ready. So this is how it sounds like. What we do is we turn off our Audiotherm when it's done, and turn off our Navigenio when it is done. Just remove the Audiotherm, and we remove our lid. This is how our macaroni looks like. We can just throw away the excess water without the super big pot of water, just 2 cups of water. This is how it looks like when we super steam our macaroni. It's cooked to al dente, just nice. The idea is to super steam this macaroni without having to boil a big pot of water, which you are basically taking up a lot more electricity when you do that, taking up a lot more energy or resources in order to boil a big pot of water. So when we are cooking with AMC cooking system, we are able to make it a more sustainable lifestyle, as we do not have to waste our resources unnecessarily. So this is how our macaroni looks like. It is cooked, nicely cooked, and in a very easy, simple way. Imagine having to cook this without the big pot of water. It will be a lot less hassle. And yeah, so this is a much simpler way to do this. I like to do this and make it into a macaroni cheese baked macaroni, or make it into a macaroni salad. So this is how it works. Super steamed macaroni.